Hi, my name is Emily of Emily's Aligned Fitness, and welcome to your coffee break inner thighs workout. Now, today's inner thighs workout, of course, we're gonna be working our inner thighs, a little bit standing, a little bit on the mat. And I want you, if you have them, to go ahead and put on a pair of ankle weights. If you don't have them, honestly, no big deal. They're just gonna add, but not having them definitely doesn't take away. We're gonna start with our plie squat here. So I want you to go ahead and step your legs a little bit wider than hip width apart. You wanna be centered in your mat. Heels are in, toes are turned out. And then go ahead and drop your tailbone towards the ground. Pull up on the front of your pelvis, pull up on that belly button, and then bend your knees. Good. So you find that plie squat. From there, I want you to step that left foot back, cross it behind the right, keep your heel lifted, and find a curtsy. Good. So we're gonna go plie, and then alternate side curtsy. Good. Plie, and curtsy. Nice. Plie, and curtsy. Now, as I curtsy, I'm going to shift my upper body a little bit further forward, and then as I plie, I restack my shoulders over my hips. We're gonna keep it slow. I really want you to feel the legs here. Your heart rate's gonna go up, but it's not gonna go up quite as much as if we went a little faster. Good, plie and curtsy. Important to me is that as you plie, your heels stay on the ground. And I have, for not being a dancer, I would say I have a pretty significant turnout. That's where my legs, my thighs, my hips feel most comfortable. For you, your turnout might be here. That's fine. I want you to just think about really wrapping your outer thighs back, using your outer glutes. Good. And down. Nice. Down. And down. You got 8 more seconds, and we're gonna hold it in our curtsy lunge on single side. In 3, 2, 1, hold the curtsy just down and up. Down, all the way up. Down, all the way up. So really think of zipping your inner thighs together, squeezing up on the quads, like you're putting on a really tight pair of leggings or jeans, right? You're slurping those thighs up and in to those leggings, into those jeans. Good, you've got 6 more seconds, and then we're gonna switch to the opposite side. In 4. Good, 3, 2, 1. Step to that opposite side, left behind the right. We lower and lift. Down, up, down, and up. Lower, lower. Nice. Good, now I want you to be looking directly ahead, looking right at me, right at a point on the wall. You don't need to look at the floor. Keep that spine long, neck lifted. Down. You got about 6 seconds. And then we're gonna go again to our alternating plie to curtsy to finish it out. In 4. In 3, then we're gonna hit the mat. Good, 2. And 1, let's plie to curtsy. You go plie, curtsy, plie, curtsy. We picked up the pace. You with me? Good, heart rate picking up. You got 8. And 6. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1. Voila. Go ahead and hit the mat. Good. I want you to lie down on your left side. You're gonna have your left elbow right underneath your left shoulder and press your palm in line with that left elbow. From there, right leg is gonna come behind the left, and the left leg is gonna go straight. Good, flex that left foot for now. Lengthen through the left leg as much as you can. Lift and lower. Up, down, up, down, lift. So we're getting directly into that left inner thigh. You may not feel it now. You certainly will. You can see that the range of motion for me is not that big. I'm working very hard not to recruit other muscles to get this leg higher. If you look at my upper body, it's staying quite stable. My ribs aren't moving around, my hips aren't moving around. If I was trying to get that left leg really high, I would have to sink somewhere. That's not what I'm going for. Good. You've got about 20 more seconds, and then we're gonna add a little change. Can you flex a little bit stronger through that left leg? Good, try to lengthen out behind the left knee. And then your right knee is just pointing up towards the sky. Over time, it's gonna wanna flail out. I want you to make sure that all 4 corners of your right foot are really pressing into the ground. Good, 3, 2, 1, lower. Good, so now you're gonna lift, bend, stretch. Lift, bend, stretch. Pulse up, bend, stretch. Pulse up, bend, stretch, so there's no lower. Good. Nice lift, bend, stretch. Good, really try to keep that thigh as close to that left leg as possible for now. Or excuse me, that right leg as possible for now. Good, bend stretch. And our bend stretch is just a teeny tiny softening and then a big contraction. Good, lift, soften, contract, lower. Lift, soften, contract, lower. Nice. Good, you've got about 20 seconds left. And then we're gonna take this bend stretch, we're gonna keep it, and we're gonna start to travel that left leg forward and back. Good, lift. Nice, can you pull your belly button in a little bit tighter? Although we're working the thighs, there's a really strong connection between your lower abs and your inner thighs. Let's find that. Good, 3 and 2 and 1. Hold it up, bend stretch that left leg. Good, bend stretch, start to travel it forward, and now start to travel it back. That's it, good. Nice, I like it. It kind of looks to me like a little worm squirming forward and then a little worm squirming back, which apparently I find enjoyable. Good. Now here's where that right leg is gonna really wanna flail out. You're gonna keep it pointing towards the sky. You're only gonna take that left leg as far as you can take it forward without messing up that right leg. Forward, keep it lifted. Doesn't need to be high, but it needs to be lifted off the ground. Good. You got about 20 seconds. Then we've got 2 final things. Good, forward. Nice, how you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good week. Wherever you are, I hope it's the weather that you're enjoying. Just gonna wish all these positive things towards you. Maybe if I'm positive enough, it'll make the sun come out for you. You got 4 and 3, good, 2 and 1. Sweep that leg back, give me little circles forward. Oh dear, that's something. Is your inner thigh really starting to talk to you? Is it getting cute? Mine is doing both of those things. Woo! Good, you've got about 15 seconds, and then we're gonna reverse direction. Yes, you got it. Don't give up on me now, you got 8. Good, 6, we reverse. In 4, in 3, good, 2, and 1 reverse. You got it, you and me. I'm here. Inner thighs, we gotta strengthen them. Oh, can I distract you? Press your left shoulder down. Lengthen your neck. Good, soften your face. If you're grimacing at me, grimace for 1 more second, and then relax the facial muscles. Good, you got about 8 seconds. Always 8 seconds. Good, you got 4. And 3. Good, 2. And 1. Ooh! Lower it for a second. You can move around your left shoulder a little bit. Just get a little mobility. My shoulder was really starting to chat with me. Good, now from here you have a couple of options. I'm gonna show them all to you. Yay. You're gonna have your forearm down. You're gonna actually press into that right leg, flex your left foot, and lift your hips off the ground. From there, you reach your right arm towards the sky. We lift the leg and lower, but the hips, stay lifted. Alternatively, you can take your left hand under your left shoulder. So watch me, you lift up, left leg comes up and down. This is our level most advanced. Good, and then if you need, you can stay on that forearm. You can keep the hips down, reach the right arm up, lift and lower. Lift and lower. You're gonna pick whatever poison works for you, and we're gonna tackle it for about 45 seconds. In 3, in 2, 1 palm. And 1, here we go. Good, 45 seconds. It's gonna feel long, but at least we're together. Good. Nice. And I say good so much because I want you to feel like you're doing well, right? I'm not looking for perfection. I am certainly not perfect. I'm just looking for you to try, for you to stick with it. You have those levels available to you. Take them if you need. You got 15 seconds. I'm on it. I'm with it. I'm burning. Good, belly in. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2 more. 2. 1. Hips down. Good. Now give me a big shoulder roll on that left side. Good. All right, you ready to tackle on the other side? You are. You are. Good. You're gonna have your right shoulder now over that right elbow, right palm pressing into the ground. Left foot, plant it heavily, just like I did. And then stretch your right leg, lengthen it. Good, pull back on the toes. We just lift and lower. Here we go. Up, good, up. Now, already we've done 4, and I'm thinking this is gonna be harder on this side for me. If that's you, know that you're normal. The body is not symmetrical by any means. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just try to stick with it the best you can. Now notice that that thigh, the left thigh, is starting to flail out. That's what I'm having a really hard time with, because that leg is just a little bit weaker for me. I'm really thinking about pressing all 5 of my toes down. Belly in, shoulder down, happy face. Good, you got about 15 seconds. And then we're gonna go for that little 4 part. Remember, we go lift, bend, stretch, lower. We don't touch the mat. Good, in 4, 3, 2, 1. So go lift, bend, stretch, and lower. Good, lift, bend, stretch, and lower. Let's get the time. We go lift, bend, stretch, lower, lift, bend, stretch, lower, lift, bend, stretch. Good, lower, lift, bend, stretch. Can you take that left leg a little bit further forward, right leg a little bit further backward? Lower, lift, bend, stretch. Good, lift, bend, stretch. Nice, you got about 35 seconds left here. Can you get that leg a little higher? Can you get a little bit longer? If the ankle weight is bothering you, just take it off. These ankle weights are nice. I'm using the Bala ankle weights. Any ankle weight would be totally appropriate, totally fine, whichever one you have on hand. I think these are about 1 pound. If it was me, I would not go beyond probably 2 pounds. 1 kilogram would be as much as I would be wanting to do here, because I really want to move the leg. Good, 3, 2, 1. Keep the bend stretch, take it forward. Good, bend stretch, bend stretch, bend stretch, bend stretch, then 4 counts back. Nice. Good, forward. So we're gonna be here for 60 seconds, and then we're gonna go for those little circles, and then you have 1 more move. Now my right inner thigh is starting to really scream at me. It's starting to talk. It feels firm, but it doesn't like it. If you're with me, you're with me. Good, 4. Keep the belly in. Anyway, so about these ankle weights. So I'm using them, I have the Bala, they're 1 pound. That adds just enough for me where I can still move around. I don't feel encumbered by the ankle weights, but I definitely feel the extra burn. I want you to really think with your body's best intention in mind when you're using ankle weights. So you're not trying to punish yourself ever when you're working out. You're giving the body the time it needs to build the strength that it wants, it needs. And so using 1 pound lightweight is fine. Good, we're gonna hold it back. We're gonna circle forward in 3, 2, 1, circle forward. Good. And I'm not trying to get on my soapbox about ankle weights. I just really want you to keep in mind that your body, like your leg on its own, weighs a lot. That's a very long lever for your inner thigh to lift. Adding ankle weights makes it harder. And if you add too big of an ankle weight, then you're gonna compensate by using other body parts. We're trying to keep the stability in the upper body, remember? Good. You got 4, we're gonna reverse direction in 3. Can you get that leg a little higher? I'm starting to swan. 2, 1, reverse. Good, so whichever direction you started with, you're gonna do the opposite. You're not gonna get too stressed about it. Nice, keep that left leg nice and stable. Left heel pressing into the ground. Can you get the leg a little higher? 15 seconds. And then we're gonna go for that fancy move. We're gonna drop the leg for a second. In 6, in 5, good, 4, 3, 2, 1, whew, lower it down. All right, now we have our options. I'm just gonna review them quickly. You can keep that left foot on the ground, hips on the ground. You lift and lower with your arm up in the air. Yes, add that arm for sure. Good, or you can lift your hips up, press into that left heel. Good, lift and lower. Or if you're really feeling it today, you're very accustomed to side planks. Maybe you're a Pilates pro. You're gonna have that right shoulder over your right wrist. Good, kind of like a fallen star pose in yoga. Or fallen angel, good. You lift and lower, pick your poison. We go for it, 45 seconds. It's already started. Whoop. Now I'm a little bit less balanced on this side, that's fine. I'm gonna try to keep the same option on this side that I did on the other. Good. Got about 30 seconds. Keep breathing. Keep pressing into that left foot, pressing into that right hand or right elbow, no matter where you are. 15 seconds, I'm with you, it's hard. This is our finish. It should be challenging. Lengthen out that right leg as much as you can. You got some bonus obliques work. Yes, you're welcome, 5 seconds. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, drop those hips down. Turn to face me, feet together, knees apart. We've got a nice butterfly stretch. Good, bring those feet in towards your pelvis. Lengthen your spine for a little bit, reach yourself forward, and then start to round and fold. Now I'm not very flexy, but I still feel the stretch. As long as you feel the stretch, that's what matters to me. Nice, if you have those ankle weights, let's go ahead and take them off for this next little stretch. I want you to go ahead and take your right leg out to the side. Left leg is gonna come in towards that right inner thigh. Reach your right fingertips towards your ankle and then lengthen that left side up and over. Classic dancer stretch here, very balletic. Good, lifting up and over. Inhale. Exhale to get a little bit deeper. Good, and switching sides. Good, so taking that right foot in towards your right inner thigh, your left inner thigh, left hand toward the ankle, right arm up overhead. Breathe. Really good work, inner thighs all day, man. That was tough. Wonderful. From there, I want you to go ahead and come all the way up to your standing position. If you need to take some further stretches, you are always welcome to. Thank you so much for joining me. Give yourself a round of applause. I hope your inner thighs are feeling worked. If you want a little bit of extra work for that lower body, feel free to check out my outer thighs workout or my coffee break legs to get the heart rate up a little bit higher and to really get the entire lower portion of your body. Again, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.